Hello and welcome to Law and Ethics. This is your course tour video and I am your instructor, Ms. Renee Jones, and we are going to explore this class and just give you a few hints and tips that will make it a little bit easier as you are doing this. So once you go ahead and log into Blackboard and you're going to click into the class, it will take you directly to the weekly assignments. This gives you my email address up here, this banner for this class. This is the digital textbook that we are going to be using and the Cengage access card. I think it looks a little different this semester. I think it's actually pink or this year, but I didn't have a copy of those. So this is a Cengage Mind Tap. If you are using this in the Health Information Technology program, then you will need the yearly subscription. If you are in the phlebotomy program, then you will probably only need the 4-month or 1 semester access code. So as we come right in here, we are in the weekly assignments. That's how you would click on it right over here on the left side of the screen if you wanted to go through that. Before we launch into this, however, I would like to take you to the syllabus. This is a copy of the syllabus for the class. You will need to read this, look over. It gives my office hours. It gives the policies and procedures. It gives explanation of grades, special days of concern. It gives the table that has the weeks on this side, the due dates, and what we are going to be going over during that time period. You can also find this chart over here on the due dates, and it is just that chart, so you don't have to go to the syllabus every time. After you get done with the syllabus, then you would go back to the weekly assignments. There's a syllabus agreement test that you have to take, but I do want to come up here first and talk about the course question corner. This is where you would talk back and forth with students. It is worth 100 points over the course of the semester. You will need to post 10 times, whether it is your own question or whether you are replying to someone else's question. Now we go to the weekly assignments, and over here I do also want to show you that this is the ebook, the digital copy of the book. So once you've signed up, you can click over here and then just go directly to whichever chapter for whichever week we are in, for whichever week we're discussing or we're going through. So over here also is where you would find my grades, and the weighted total up here at the top is going to be where you would find out what your grade is in the entire class. So any of the assignments are going to be down here. It shows you the points for each of those assignments, and then if you have this dash here, that means you haven't completed it and you have a 0, and as you complete them you will get more grades for right in here. I do want to show you this here at the top. If you have this to the side, it means it's in progress. It means I cannot see it. It means that it hasn't been completed, and therefore you will get a 0 on it unless you are able to submit it. So if that happens and you can't go back in and do it, this one is the unplanned pregnancy assignment. If you can't go back and do it, then let me know and I can reopen it for you so that you can redo. But of course, if you have to do that, that means you have to resubmit the entire assignment. Right here, this is message me. This is how you can send me an email through Blackboard. And if you don't want to send me an email just directly from your email account, but you would create a message and you would send it to me. Then we have the Course Cafe, and this is another discussion board. However, you would create a thread up here. However, this is informal, which means that as you are going through it, if you create a message, that it doesn't need to be about the class. This is kind of that time that you would spend with peers before and after class, asking about weekends, football games, kids, that kind of stuff. So the Course Cafe would be like if you were meeting with your friends and just talking over coffee. And the Course Question Corner, when you create a thread, it would say Q&A, and this is for a grade. So when you created your message down here, it would need to be specific to the class. All right, now I'm going to go into weekly assignments, and we can go from here. So the first thing you need to do is to click in Tech Intro to Law and Ethics, and you can see it on my screen, but it's not there on yours yet because I'm in the process of creating it. But this is the course tour video. Right now I have a stand-in with accounting, my accounting class. So once I get this completed, this will actually be the one for law and ethics. This gives you a little bit of information about this course and about the course question corner, the course cafe, the weekly assignments, the remind me app, messaging me, all of the stuff that I've pretty much talked about this, but this is about a 15-minute video that will help you as you navigate. Once you have done that, then you will have a course tour test, and it is worth 25 points, I believe, and there are 4 questions. So it kind of tests you on the things that you have seen in this video. I will say that you need to click on the words and not the images, because we're so used to clicking on the app, like the images, because of the apps on our phone. But in this course, we will need to actually click on the words. So make sure that your internet, the pop-up blocker, is turned off. Whichever internet browser you use, you'll not be able to complete your assignments if it's not turned on. Do only the work assigned through Blackboard. There are some assignments in MindTap that has not been assigned and that will not be graded. So always make sure that you start out on any assignment in Blackboard. Cengage MindTap is like a textbook. And, you know, at the end of every chapter, there might be 10 assignments that your teacher could give you. But if they only assign you exercise 1, exercise 3, and exercise 5, those are the only 3 exercises that are going to be graded. And if you do the rest of them, that's great, but it's just practice. So Blackboard are the assignments that I'm giving you to complete. So if you do all the rest of them, that's great, but there won't be a grade for those. Only the ones that I've assigned, and the ones that I've assigned start in Blackboard and then link you to Cengage. So make sure that you are only doing the assigned work. Right here is where you are going to click on your link, and it's going to take you to the Cengage Law and Ethics class, and you will sign up. Mine is going to be a little bit different because I am the instructor, but right here you will actually create your Cengage username and password and log in. So this is what it's going to look like when you actually get there. Law and ethics, legal aspects of health information management. It's going to look like this. But when actually, you probably won't ever need to do this, simply because when you start with the assignments in Blackboard, it will automatically link you directly to that assignment in Cengage. So but that's how you would eventually sign up. When you do create your username and your password in Cengage, I would recommend using the same username and password that you use when you sign into Blackboard, simply because it's Blackboard's assignments, and so you don't have to think of 2 separate logins, and that way if anything happens down the road and you forget your password, it would be easier for me to help you figure that out. A word about technology: because this is an online class, you need to make sure that you have access to a computer, and don't wait to the last minute. This is basically my have a backup plan, because anything that will go wrong when you are when it's an emergency for you is going to go wrong. If it's due at Sunday at 11:59, that whole day it's going to be raining and your internet is going to go down. Always have a backup plan. Go to grandma's house, do your work earlier in the week, so that you don't rely on that last minute situation. So that's just basically my word about technology. If you are having an issue with Cengage, I gave you a Cengage technical support link with your access code or logging into Cengage. I cannot help you with that. That is out of my control, so you will need to click on this link and create a case, or if you can Google IT technical support, Cengage IT technical support, and you can get a phone number off of the internet. Okay, next we're going on to the unplanned pregnancy assignment. This is something that by law we have to put in every class every semester. And so you would click on the words, complete the assignment. I'm going to actually go through this so you can kind of see how an assignment goes. It says this test can be saved and resumed later. This test allows multiple attempts and it tells you when it is due. So we're going to come up here and hit continue. So this is the test information. You would read over this information and then you'll scroll down here to the bottom and you will complete it. So in this one, it asks the phone number for UAM nurse. You would come in here, you would find that information, and then you would click on the answer. You would come over here, click save and submit. Now, you'll hit OK once. You'll hit OK twice. And then you will scroll down here and you will hit OK again. If you don't hit OK all 3 times, then it gets lost, and that's when that in process comes in. So I won't see it in your grade book. So make sure you hit OK, 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 OK until there's no more OKs and it takes you back to the page. Finally, there is the Remind Me Login assignment, and you will need to click on this. And it will take you, if you're using a computer, it will take you directly to the Remind site to this course for Law and Ethics. Okay? And you will create your own account. Once again, I would recommend that you use the same username and password that you use to sign into Blackboard so that you don't have to remember a whole bunch of things. So this will log me in and I will have Law and Ethics class, and that is what we will, well, it told me that my tab crashed. This is what I'm talking about when I talk about that technology stuff. Okay, but that's how you would get to that. If you can't click this, you can also text at Tech LEF, that would be the message, 281010. That is going to be the number that you would send that message to. You can also, if neither one of those works and we're still having issues, you can click onto the assignment. Remember, click on the words, not the images. And you would scroll down here and you would type in your phone number. And you would submit it. Once you have submitted this with your phone number, you get 25 points out of the 50. I will send you an invitation and you will accept the invitation. Once you've accepted the invitation, that 25 points goes to 50 points. So that's how you would do the Remind Me assignment. Okay, now we are going back into the weekly assignments because that covers all that we have in the Intro to Tech Law and Ethics. There is a pre-test. You will not be able to take this until you get your Cengage Unlimited MindTap card. I also recommend you downloading the Cengage Unlimited MindTap app and the Blackboard Learn app. The Blackboard app that you would want is the one that has the pencil. I think it's a blue background with a pencil. And if you have a multiple choice question test, then you will be able to take that on Blackboard. Some assignments you would be able to do on Blackboard. If you have to upload a picture, which we do later on in the semester if you want the social media bonus points, then it's easier to do on your phone. The Cengage MindTap Unlimited is also good because you can do some assignments, but you can also download the digital book, and so you can have it on your phone or your iPad or tablet. Okay, as we go through week 1, you would just click on the folder and it's going to open up and it gives you the reading for week 1 and then the review, which is actually a PowerPoint, the flashcards to help you study the vocabulary words. Then you'll have the quick check, the capstone quiz, and the apply yourself. When you are doing a quick check, it will open like this. And you will want to open the arrow and then do the assignment. So you would start the assignment and then it has that information right there. Okay, so you'd answer that, submit assignment for grading, and it goes back to Blackboard. Remember, only do these things that are listed in Blackboard, and contact me if you have any questions or concerns.